Hello, gamers! Today, FPS. So we're going to go ahead and grab the code I have in this in the forum. Okay, so let's copy that, and then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working with our player controller script at the onset. Right here in start, we're actually going to be just pasting this in. So this brings us to two things that we're going to be doing. First of all, we're going to uncomment these two lines of code, so they're actually going to run. And then I'll discuss in terms of let's save that. I'll discuss what this actually does then. Okay, so this code here is going to basically set it so that we have a frame rate of 10. Okay, and this is related to, in terms of our update, which is called once per frame, this is going to move us at 10 frames a second. So all of this stuff where we are grabbing whatever the user is as far as what button they're pressing, which way we want to go, that information is all queued to this update function, which is running a certain number of times. In this case here, it's going to be, we've manually set it to 10. We are basically, in this lesson, going to force a certain number of frames per second, because depending on a user's hardware, that is really going to adjust how fast a player is going to move. And we don't want that. We want it to be locked so that it doesn't matter if you have a potato computer or like a gaming rig. We want it so that the player is going to move a particular speed. But anyways, just to demonstrate what it looks like at 10 frames a second, we go here to play. Okay, and you're going to see it's super, super slow because it's being called, that update function is being called 10 times a second rather than before it was like basically uncapped. Okay. So that is sort of like just a quick demonstration there in terms of forcing a number of frames per second. We're going to update this. So actually we can either comment out. So we do here // and what that does is that makes it so that the computer does not read that code, but it allows a human to read that code. So we can comment that out or just get rid of that, okay? It doesn't really matter how you play it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to update here this line here. As far as line, for me, it's going to be line 22. Okay, and we're going to incorporate time. Okay, so we want it so that, like, no matter the user's hardware, we want it so that our character is going to move at a kind of a specific rate. So we've got here, this is good, vector2 position equals vector2 transform.position plus move multiplied by, and we're going to change this now. We're going to set this to 3.0f. Okay, and we're going to add, so the plus symbol, and this is going to be new, time dot delta time. Okay, this is basically going to check, hey, what is the amount of time that has elapsed or like progressed or been spent between the last frame render. Okay, so this is going to basically take into account how fast a user's computer is, and it's going to use that information to basically make it so that we have a standard amount of speed with our player character. So I'm going to save this and let's test it because that should give us a basically a uniform speed. Let's see here. Did I mess up? Because that is not a plus symbol. That is a multiplication symbol. So good job. Excellent. There we go. And then let's check that out. Okay, awesome. All right, so now we have a much more uniform rate of speed. Okay, now we can do some adjustments down the road with the player character, where right now you see we've just got that script and we've got all that information with like how we're taking user input. But if we simply, you look here at this this line here, we could make what's called a public variable, and we can make that adjustable, but that'll be something down the road. Anyways, I wish you the best of luck. Great stuff.